Hey, what you doing in the fridge? I told you the bridge. The bridge. Not the best place to meet now, was it? No. Let's get back to my place instead. Yeah. Hello to you and welcome to my ID.3. So in this video I'm going to talk a little bit about what I find the most exciting about the Volkswagen ID.3 first, which I'm getting. I'm getting the Max version and I'm very excited, as you would know. I've even started a YouTube channel about it, so excited. I'm going to give you the 10 top things I'm most excited about in the car. So in no particular order, I'm going to give you the top things I'm most excited about in the Volkswagen ID.3. First, number 1, the head-up display. This is, as I mentioned in another video, maybe the one thing that I find the most exciting about the car. I know I wasn't supposed to say in a specific order, but this is like the thing that really got me over the edge, as you could say. I can understand that some people would say it's just a gimmick thing, and why can't you just follow the map, or you have even in the display you can see where you're supposed to go. But I find the arrows on the road that keeps getting bigger when you are getting nearer to where you are supposed to get off. I find that very fascinating, and it was like, yes, this is the future. Finally something AR can do that is kind of real and useful in daily life. I have tried some AR apps, and it's like pointing my iPhone at things in the room, and so it's fun, but it's not like really practical. This is practical. So the AR head-up display I'm really rooting for. Hopefully it will be great. Number 2, getting an EV. Duh! I remember about 10 years ago, it must have been maybe 9 years ago, I saw a real live Tesla Roadster. And I remember thinking, wow, this is it. It's beginning. Now the EVs are coming because this car is cool. Everybody is gonna want that. I have been fascinated by EVs for a long time, and I always found the petrol cars and the diesel cars to be to belong to my childhood, to belong to something that we shouldn't even be doing anymore. That was 10 years ago, and I have been maybe thinking about that for 5-10 years before that. But EVs wasn't cool 10 years ago. They weren't. They were like small boxy things that could go 10 kilometers. That was just so impractical. But getting an EV, it's in itself so futuristic. No, that's not the word. Forward leaning. It's something that really makes that great shift into green technology. You can say hydrogen and whatever, but EVs, that's the way to go, I believe. And I'm so looking forward to getting an EV just for the sake of it, and driving silently, getting that instant torque, that instant push. I'm looking for that instant push, but also having some degree of a clean conscience, because I see so many people just sitting in their cars with their motor running, diesel cars, and I feel I'm just, really guys, that's maybe why I'm so rooting for Volkswagen here, because as the largest car manufacturer in the world, they have the means and the possibility to really push EVs to the people, to make it the first choice for everyone. So Yeah, I'm EV. EV! Or an electric car, as I would say. I have an electric bike, is that an EV too? Is it? Reason number 3. Getting a car. I haven't had a car for 3 years. And I didn't drive that car much because I lived downtown, and I come from the countryside in Norway, in mid-Norway. And where I grew up there, it was at least 4 or 5 kilometers to the nearest shop. I grew up with cars being the norm. It was something you had to do and had to use. That was the way of getting around. That was freedom. And it is still like that. There are less bus roads where I grew up now than it was in 1985. Go figure. I got my license on my 18th birthday, and I know my youthful appearance may fool you, but that was 28 years ago. I haven't owned many cars. The cars I've owned have been kind of shitty. Most cars I've driven have been kind of shitty because I haven't had the means to own one, and I've gotten by really great without them. But I really miss having a car because I love driving. I really love driving. I've been driving a tractor since I was 5 years old. Don't tell anyone. I grew up on a farm, and I got a car when I was like 16. I was supposed to inherit my grandmother's car, an Opel Kadett. And I drove it around the farm and on roads that wasn't public. But the car was so rusty in the bottom, it never could have been. I never could have had that car up and running. And now I'm married, and we have a lot of. We want to do more outside the city. We have more errands as a married couple. We are in like a car collective where we can rent a car for a pretty cheap rate, but the cars are parked somewhat a distance from us, and there's the booking thing. There's no impulsivity. You can't just go for a drive. I just can't go out shoot on the other side of the city without planning or getting on my bike or whatever. So it's getting a car is I'm so looking forward to it. That said, I'm not planning on driving it all the time, and I don't think everybody needs a car. And I bike to work every day, also in the winter. I don't care for sitting in my car like in the massive rush hour. I hate that. So that's why we live pretty close to our workplaces, because we don't have to drive to work. I hate rush hour. Ugh. Number 4, the assist systems in the car. From what I've seen, it just looks fantastic. Just being able to go on a long ride, to drive from, just to drive in the countryside. You know, it's so tedious, and especially here in Norway, there are a lot of changing speed limits, and just driving for a long time. It's kind of it's tiresome when you have to always look out for. There's a fly here. You have to look out for all the speed limits and the sign recognition. I'm really looking forward to the car speeding up and slowing down automatically. That's something I really look forward to. The safety in the systems I really find quite fascinating and assuring. Both me and my wife we want a safe car, so getting a car that can assist us in staying safe, staying in the right lane, helping us with the blind spots and everything, that's going to be great. Number 5, I think it looks nice. Yeah, I know somebody thinks it's not that exciting or kind of plain or whatever. I don't think so. I think it looks like a cool car. I love the short front. I love the car, the way it looks. It looks very compact and it looks fresh. I'm not that into that cars should look cool. For me, a car is a tool. It's something useful and practical, and if it's all those things, that's the most important thing for me. I know I said about the Kona and the e-Niro that I don't like the SUVs and the stilt thing. That's not about the way they look. I kind of like the Kona look, but I don't like the high up. I like the ID.3. I think it looks cool. It looks fresh. I'm starting possibly to regret a little that we chose the Moonstone Grey, because I find the greenish color to really work, to look really fresh. But yeah, exciting. Number 6, the audio experience. Maybe it won't be the best audio experience in a car. Maybe the Beats thing would have been better, I don't know. But for me, I think it will be a good experience, and I'm as a really passionate music lover. I've sang in a band, I wrote many music reviews over the years, past 20 years. And music is my probably my first and biggest obsession. And to listen to music in a car, that is kind of the ultimate way to listen to music, I find. I have so many fond memories of driving in a car, listening to music, and getting an EV that is as quiet as the reviews say, with music on, and with a audio system that is from good to better to great, which I think this is within reach of. I don't think it's a bad audio system. I'm really looking forward to that. Driving down the road, listen to some really good music. It's gonna be good. Number 7, driving long distances. Blah. Driving long distances. Yeah, maybe not. I'm not looking forward to driving long distances in itself, maybe. But I'm looking forward to trying to drive long distances with this car, with its capabilities, the systems and all the experience and the quietness of the car, and trying how it feels to drive an EV as the terror of losing battery life, or not. How will that be? I'm kind of looking forward to that. So yeah, I think maybe driving long distances will be better than in other cars I've driven. So that's a reason. Number 8, the software. Okay, it's a biggie. I really love tech. I love digital solutions. I always have. I'm a real fan of innovative, cool ways to improve our daily life, and that is also maybe why I really fell for the ID.3. I feel it combines the practicality of old school car with an innovative and forward-looking and forward-leaning technology. As I've said before, I find the Tesla models really cool, and they have meant so much for the EV industry. But I find that I don't want to drive a car with an iPad on the side. It's not what I want. But getting back to the point, I love software. I love playing with software and seeing what it can do, and especially when it evolves. That's why I'm really an Apple guy. I have a Fujifilm camera system, which also always improves the software, and I think it's very promising, this software that Volkswagen brings to the table. And the OTA, the updates over the air, I think there's really potential there for the car. For me as the first owner of the car, maybe I will have it for 10 years, I don't know, maybe I'll have it for 3, 4, and for the next owner. So this car will evolve, and that's also a reason I didn't choose another brand, because they haven't installed that yet, the possibility for updates in the same way. So the software, seeing what it can do, getting different settings, personalize the car for us, for my wife. I really look forward to that. Oh, number 9, OTA. So software OTA 8, 9. Okay, that was, I kind of, it doesn't matter. 8 or 9. Number 10, home charging connected to my smart home. We will not get a home charger until next year sometime, but I already has some smart systems installed, and our power supplier has a lot of options for controlling how the car charges, and there are a lot of smart chargers on the market right now, and I'm looking forward to just charging my car in my house. It's just so fascinating that you can charge your car at home, and your car, you can give it power from your own house. And I'm really looking forward to how I can adjust how it charges with my home system, my smart home system. So that will be cool. So as you see, I'm really into the tech things, not the numbers and stuff, but what you can do with the car, and how it will evolve with my smart home system within itself. Yeah, that is something I also look very forward to. So that was my top things I'm looking forward to in the Volkswagen ID.3. First, Max. I hope you liked this video. So thank you. I'll see you in the next one. Snackis. Very dry. Hui.